Welcome to our new lecture of our SQL playlist. Today we will learn about some new constraints. Today we will learn about three things, that is primary key, unique and not null. So what is a primary key? So primary key is the key which value is unique for every row. So what do you mean by being unique? So being unique means there will be no repetition of the values. Okay, so if certain column is declared as primary key, then we cannot repeat any value in the column. And there is the second constant, that the primary key's value can never be null. It must have some value. It can never be null. And the third constant is that it cannot be modified later once declared. Okay, so these three are the constants of primary key, and there are other two constant also. These are unique and so if some column is not a primary key, then also we can make it unique if we want to give it unique values for every row, and we can also make it not accept null values by using not null keyword. Okay, so what are the syntax of these three keywords and how to write and declare those? So let's see. So there are two ways to declare these things, that is table label and column label. So first we will see column label declaration, and then we will see what is table label declaration and for which particular constant it is allowed and not allowed. So let's see. So first we will write syntax, and one more thing, we must declare these things, that is the primary key and unique and null, during the declaration of the table structure. Okay, so while we are creating the table, we have to declare them. So so first the create table syntax, we know already that. If you don't know how to create a table, so go back and watch the previous lectures of this series. And so now let's check how to write the primary. So inside the create table and table name, we will first write the ID, department ID, and then its data type, that is number, and the length of the data type, that is 3 inside brackets. So up to that we all know. After that we will write a keyword, that is primary key, and then we will put the comma. Okay, so this will be comma, not semicolon. I will correct that later. So after that we will write the primary key. Okay, so how to declare a primary key? First write the column name, then its data type and its size, and after that write the keyword primary key. So after that we will just simply write the other column names and the data types, and it will not affect. Okay, so only the first column will be marked as a primary key. So now we will write the second columns also. So let's write the second column as our roll number. So we know that roll number of two different students cannot be same. Okay, so it may not be the primary key, but it must be unique for all different students. So how to make unique? We will write just the unique keyword to make the roll number of different students unique. So after using this unique keyword, if even we try to insert a name of a student with the same roll number that is already present inside our table, it will give us error. Okay, so we cannot just enter any row which is already have the same roll number as we are entering now. Now our next column is name of the students. Okay, so we know that a student must have a name. Okay, it may be same, two students may have same names. Okay, and it is also not the primary key, but it cannot be null. It must have some value. Okay, so we will write not null keyword after the declaration of the column type. So this was the column level declaration of these constants. So how can we declare these constants at the table level? So let's check how to do that. Okay, so I have corrected the comma on the first line. I have made it a comma from the semicolon. So now let's check the syntax of the table level declaration of these three. So first we will simply write all the column names with their data types and size, you separating by comma. Okay, and in the create table part, and after that our table level declaration of the constants will start. So to declare a column as primary key, we will simply write the keyword primary key. after that inside brackets we will write the name of the column which we want to make as a primary key. So we will write primary key inside brackets department id, that is dept id, and nothing much. Okay, and we will put a comma if we want to write something else after that. So what was our other constants? I have made roll number as unique, so we will just write unique keyword, and after that bracket I will write the column name, that is roll underscore no. So we will just close the bracket and it will be a unique. So now we have seen table level declaration of primary key and unique. So what is left? That is not null. For not null, the table level declaration is not allowed. Okay, so we will have to declare not null in the column level itself. So just like the previous one. So I have written all the syntax and cleared all the concepts according to the constraints of primary key, unique and not null. So I am not writing this code in SQL Live and running it and creating the table. Okay, so if you do this, you just create a table using these constraints, and when you try to enter the data, you check yourself using some wrong input, that is some same values for the primary key or null values for the primary key and not null part, and same values for the unique column. Okay, if you try to do it, it will give you error. Okay, so if you guys face any problem and want me to show the code by running it, just put a comment. I will make another video for it. So goodbye for today, and don't forget to subscribe.